and this is training for the SAT writing portion. First up, test-taking pointers. You want to use the process of elimination on multiple choice writing questions. Even if you can't find the correct answer, you'll almost always be able to eliminate incorrect answers. Sometimes you'll hear the error, and other times certain answer choices will be written in an obviously incorrect way. By hearing the error, we're talking about you reading it out loud, softly, but so you can hear yourself talking. It really does help. In addition, definitely use the questions of the day. You can get them online or through mobile apps organization who creates the test. Additional test-taking strategies. Once you have eliminated an answer, cross it out in the test booklet. Crossing out answers prevents you from wasting time and looking at the eliminated answers over and over again. Here's an example. Although the neighborhood zoo is open all year, neither Tim nor his brothers visits in the winter. So by just hearing, you can see that brothers and visits don't agree. More than one brothers requires a plural verb, which would be visit. And the neat thing about identifying plural verbs to match the subject or noun agreement is that if the noun or subject has an S, most of the times the verb will not have an S, which makes it plural. And then through a process of elimination, we can see that we know this is wrong. When we read D, it sounds like present tense. Neither Tim nor his brothers are visiting in winter. E, neither Tim nor his brothers to visit in winter makes no sense. So that leaves us with either B or C, in which case, if you don't know, you can make a guess. As you practice for the different types of writing questions, it is important to remember the following. Focus on one question at a time. Believe it or not, patience on the SAT is what allows you to work more quickly and accurately. And although the SAT is a timed test, and it's normal to feel pressure to rush, you must resist the temptation to think about the 10 questions ahead of you, or the question you did a minute ago. So relax and focus. In addition, memorize the instructions, because the instructions remain the same from one SAT to another. Memorize the format and instructions before you take the test. At test time, you can then skip the instructions and focus on the problems. One of the types of problems you're going to encounter is the error recognition question. And as we stated in the last slide, memorizing the directions enables you to get right on to the question. Here's an example of the directions. The following sentences test your ability to recognize grammar and usage errors. Each sentence contains either a single error or no error at all. No sentence contains more than one error. The error, if there is one, is underlined and lettered. If the sentence contains an error, select the one underlined part that must be changed to make the sentence correct. If the sentence is correct, select choice E. In choosing answers, follow the requirements of standard written English. Here are some strategies that you want to use. Read through and listen for answers. Read each underlined part and look for the common error types: adverb, adjective, errors, parallelism, verb tense, subject-verb agreement, sentence fragments are just a few examples. If you don't find errors, that's fine. Remember that in 1/5 of the sentences, they don't have errors. Finally, use process of elimination and guess. Let's put it together now. The other three executives and him quickly rejected the severance package offered by the board of directors. If there was no error, we would choose E. By reading it out loud, we thought we heard an error. Him just didn't sound quite right. I don't know exactly why, but it didn't. And in checking the other ones, they seem appropriate. So you would indicate B as the error. In this case, category was pronouns. The strategy or rule you used was listen for errors. And if this didn't work, you would read each underlined part of the sentence and look for common error types. The solution, him, is part of the compound subject of the sentence. You must use the subjective pronoun he when using a pronoun as a subject. The objective pronoun him is incorrect. Let's put it together and do another example. This comes under sentence improvement questions.